Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is a speed renovation. Me and a lovely YouTuber by the name of Liwi, who is a very new YouTuber. I will leave a link in the description box below to her channel and to her Twitter, and she's really sweet. And so she was trying to do a home renovation, and I volunteered to give her one of the starter homes that I was putting together for one of my old LPs that I was messing with when I was trying to get used to Sims 4. And so she gave me a starter home for me to renovate, and so we kind of swapped. And so this home is just like a family home. I wasn't trying to make it within like starter like price range necessarily. That wasn't really my goal, but I was trying to go for a specific feel for the house, and I think I kind of got it. I don't really do many speed builds, as you guys know, because I like certain things, and unfortunately when I do builds and things like that, I always end up going with stuff that I personally would like, not necessarily that would just randomly look good in a house. Like, I'm not really good at interior decoration outside of like my scheme of colors and like palettes and patterns that I like. Like, everybody can tell that my style is very much boho and like light teals and blues and greens and black occasionally, but like I don't really go outside of that. So I don't really do many of these, but I did want to try and do this because I thought it would be fun, and I wanted to give you guys some different types of content. So it took me a while to figure out how I was going to go about this. In my head, I had to imagine the type of Sims that would be living in this place, and I kind of settled on a family of three who's either the mom or the dad is a stay-at-home author, and so they stay in the house and kind of like right from there. So it has to have a certain type of feel for there to be someone who like works from home, and they have to have like their own only little space, own little area to kind of do what they do creatively. And so I kind of based it around that and that one of the parents enjoys the outdoors or enjoys like being outside, so I included that one bit of building, which was that little patio that you guys saw at the beginning, that I'm going to get to closer to the end. And then right now you're seeing I'm going to start on the bedroom, and I kind of went with it that the character was a girl just because it's the first thing that came to mind. And this is one of the only ones that are like really diverse when it comes to patterns and colors. Like, I was trying a bunch of different things, and it kind of worked out really well. I went with this idea that the daughter is very much interested in science and plants and animals, and very into collecting. And so I kind of went with like this weird, eclectic, like multi-patterned pink and blues and greens, and with lots of different like little collectibles around. So I include like dragonflies and plants and that little owl pillow that's super adorable. I love finding like extra pillows and extra things like that make beds look a lot more like a bed. Like, there's rarely just one pillow on a bed. There's like multiple different pillows, decorations, things like that. It took me a while to figure out which type of like things to do. Most of the time when I'm doing builds, it just takes me forever to figure out where everything is. Like, I'm looking through the Bitebug like debugged version of buy mode, and trying to figure out what to get, like what to pick, what to do, because I don't normally go in with like an idea of how I'm going to put the room together. Like, rarely do I go into a build with an idea of what it looks like. Sometimes I do, especially if I have like an idea of what the character's like personality is and how they like function and things like that. But if I don't, then it's normally just me being like, this looks good, kinda, maybe, sorta, not really. So this one was, at least the girls' room was the easiest because I had a better idea in my head of what type of person she was. And so I got like plants, and I got books, and looks like she's really studious, but she also likes color and movement and likes playing with things. And so it was really easy coming up with what her room looked like. The rest of them, not necessarily so much. It was harder to put everything into words, really, but it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. But while I have you guys here, I'm pretty much going to ramble. This is one of the first videos I'm going to put out for 2017, and I am completely over the moon about how big our channel's gotten so far. Like, I didn't realize that this is going to be our first video for 2017 that I'm putting up. Like this, I think this is going to be the first one I upload. More partially because it's shorter than some of the other ones, but it's also just because it's one of the first things I was working on. I already have it put together, and so I have a bunch of stuff I was recording today, but whether or not things go up on the times that they're supposed to is completely up to chance at this point. I've been trying to stick with the schedule. Last week was just really hectic with Christmas and holidays and all the other fun stuff, so I was finally able to set aside time where there weren't people in my room taking over my house to record and put something together, and I'm really happy I did, because I've been doing Drifter, and I did our 6 stand in the city, which you guys are going to be seeing once I finish putting this one up, and I'm just really happy with the way things are going today. Right now you're seeing I'm doing the parents room, and this one was a lot easier because for some reason for adults I don't put as much clutter, because they don't I don't imagine people would put a lot of clutter around their room. I think of it as more as clean and decorative things, rather than oh well there's clothes everywhere and toys and things like that. So it's a lot easier to put together adult bedrooms, at least when you're talking about what needs to go there. But when it comes to the type of color scheme, that was also a challenge, because I ended up going with an entire blue white cottage, almost I wouldn't say fairy tale, but cottage type of theme with this. Everything was light woods, light blues, teals, some yellow and greenish, which is really pretty. I didn't know if I'd like that or not, but it turned out that I ended up putting that together, and that was really pretty. You'll see that in the other bedroom once I'm finished with it, and I actually kind of like that rug. I finally picked up a bunch of custom content rugs and wallpapers. Please let me know in the description box, not the description box, but the comments, you guys, whether or not you have any ideas of different rugs and wallpapers to get, because I really want new wallpapers. I only have the ones for the base game, and then I picked up a few, but they're all woods, and I like making wood cabin type things, and I like brick too, but I want some basic wallpapers that are oh well these are pretty, and because most of the ones that I get are all the same. They're all not the same, but they're all filigree, that weird paisley pattern that's repeated multiple times, and so they all look similar. And so I'm trying to find ones that have a splash of color, or a pattern that pops, because I'm using the accent wall type of formula, where I'll have a basic color throughout the house, and then or throughout a room, and then one wall or two walls are have the same bright pattern that kind of stands out. It looks really cool. I do it with the adult room, but in trying to find shelving that worked there was just so difficult. I don't really know why it took me so long. I'm trying to think about what else to talk about. I was talking about how channel's grown. Yeah, from the first time that I did a speed build to now, it's a ridiculous change. Everybody has been so supportive, and everybody I met on Twitter and on who actually like follow the blog and are on the website and like let me know what they think and likes and follows. It's really nice, and I know I'm not as right now. I'm kind of blown away by how big it's gotten so far over the past 6 months, but I also need to remind myself that like I can't jump the gun. Like I get super excited when you guys get excited, when I see people posting, when I see people like commenting and liking and like, oh my gosh, we like this one, or post more of this, or we like warriors, or things like that. And so I get really excited and I like get ahead of myself. So I'll think like, okay, well, if everybody really likes this, then if I post 3 of these things, then everybody's gonna like it, which isn't necessarily true, and nothing always works the way you expect it to. So I just need to remember to kind of just relax, look at all the things that people are liking, keep it in mind, but I do need to keep in mind that I'm trying to do this for fun and not stress over too much, because I've seen that happen to a lot of YouTubers who kind of lose the fun that they had with playing The Sims or doing Let's Plays or things of that nature, and they lose that feeling that they get. They lose that that love of doing it, and so I don't really want to do that. I don't want to lose liking. I don't want to lose my love of doing this, of creating stories and making people happy and enjoying it. And so I'm pretty much finishing up with this room. I absolutely love this room. It's actually one of my favorite rooms that I've ever built. I kind of want to just keep it. Like I want to be able to post this room because it's an adorable bedroom. And I used and I think it's that picture that I just posted up is from Howl's Moving Castle. And you guys know me and my anime, but I love how that picture looks. Ugh, I was super happy with it. But like I said, I really want to continue to love doing this. And so I'm trying not to stress. I'm trying not to freak out. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. I have to remind myself that, oh, okay, well, a video doesn't have to get a certain number of views over a day. It doesn't have to do that. I don't have to worry about metrics and specs and all that fun stuff. I can just post the things that I like, have fun doing it, and if people like it, if people watch, if people want to do it, then it's fine. And if they don't, then it's also fine, because I want to do this because I enjoy interacting with the people who want to see the content. I enjoy creating things. I enjoy telling stories. So focusing on that more than how many views a Let's Play got, or how many views a speed build got or a cast got, is so much better for me than it's better for me to not worry about it, because the more that I worry about it, the more this becomes less fun and more like a job. And it's not a job. It's not supposed to be a job. I'm doing this actually like outside of my time for my job, the actual job that I have, the one that kept me away from doing this for like a month and a half. So I do want to say that I absolutely love everyone who's been keeping track of the channel, who's stayed and watched and enjoyed for the past 6 months, who enjoys our warrior cats, who enjoys our creative sims and our speed builds and whatever else I decide to post at any given time, because I'm random like that. But I am trying to put up a bunch of different content. I might end up putting up a new game. Like, I've thought about it. It's something that I might end up doing just because it looks like everyone likes our Sims 4 content, but they're like, sometimes I want to play something else, and some of the games that I play are actually kind of fun. So if I want to include, like, I might include Stardew Valley at a certain point in time, but I'm not sure how it's going to go yet. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but hopefully I will eventually end up adding in another either another game or another Let's Play. I might, and I've been thinking about this for a while actually, I might end up putting back up our Game of Thrones challenge, especially since Game of Thrones is about to come back on soon on HBO. It should be the new season should be coming up soon. Now that that's happening, I might end up posting that series again. I might start it over. I've actually thought about that, just because I've grown so much and I have so much better audio now than I did at the time, and so I might just revamp everything. I might keep the world, keep the characters, but just kind of go through everything again. Not sure. I kind of want to just keep going from where I'm at, but I might just start the series over and just be like, okay, well, this is what happened prior. Not sure yet, but it looks like this is almost done. We're getting closer to the screenshots, you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like and please subscribe. If you really love me, I will see you guys later. And if you want to pick up this house, you will be able to find it on the gallery under #teacupsimmer. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on